It's very interesting. Like, because personally, I am not a fan of Jey Uso, but I was so happy that he won because he wasn't John Cena, he wasn't CM Punk, he wasn't Seth Rollins, he wasn't,
I liked it because I didn't
I
expect it.
yeah,
And I'll
I
tell
think
you,
I think that
even
if you're making a list,
even seeing it come down to
if
him
you're
and
making
Cena,
yeah,
like even seeing it come down to
yeah,
him and Cena,
yeah,
I stuck by my guns. I was like, Cena can't win this. It has to be
right,
Jay. And then when he won, I
yeah,
was all smiles because again, it's not the same thing. And you know what felt really weird to me a couple of years
yeah.
ago? Not for nothing, felt really weird to me was
What's
when
that?
Asuka won the female rumble and then Shinsuke won the male rumble.
Okay,
That felt like Vince
right.
just discovered Japanese wrestlers. It felt like he
He
just
probably did.
discovered that Japan is a country and that people are from there. Like that was such a weird year because
Yeah,
neither one of them really went on to anything phenomenal after that. They both just kind of got used in their normal capacity,
yeah.
and then now, I mean, granted, now we've got Sith Lord Nakamura, which I approve of. I love,
Right. He
but
looks like Kendo Nagasaki, like in his
uh,
prime.
dude, he
Wild.
literally he looks to me he just looks like Shinsuke Nakamura turned to the dark side,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I love it. I love everything about it. Like the black mist, love it. The
Yeah.
fact that when he's threatened, he just starts drooling black stuff. Fucking love it.
Oh man.
So
I think
creepy.
I
So
think that if you
otherworldly.
were making a I think if you were making a list of wrestlers who might have won the Royal Rumble, Jey Uso maybe would have made the top 10, but he would have been in the middle of it somewhere. It was
Yeah.
pretty unexpected.
He
And
was on
so
my radar, but not as a Rumble
yeah, so
winner. Not as, you know.
that's actually got me kind of behind this whole thing. Like I'm so glad that and people who thought that CM Punk was going to win don't understand wrestling. The guy who
Right.
does the most media, except for the year that Rey Mysterio won, never
No.
wins.
Right.
Never
No.
wins.
No.
It's just
The
not
guy
how it
that's the
goes.
face of the Rumble every year never, ever
Yeah,
take it.
never wins. And the funniest thing is the year that Ray was doing all that media, no one actually thought he was going to win.
Why would you?
So
He's tiny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and then he did. So that was really cool.
not for nothing, but Rey Mysterio will always kind of be. I don't even know the word for it. His career will always, I guess, have a black mark against it, in my opinion,
Yeah,
because of what happened to him in WCW. They legitimately stole, and I mean on a week to week basis, they stole what Spike Dudley and Bam Bam Bigelow, or Spike Dudley and Big Dick Dudley, Spike Dudley and I think even Sid at one point. But Spike Dudley was doing his giant killer gimmick.
right,
Literally, they were calling him the giant killer. And
right.
then next week, Rey
Rey
Mysterio beats the
Mysterio was
Big
the
Show.
giant killer. Yeah,
Next week, Rey Mysterio out of the blue beats the Big Show, and they're like, he must be some kind of giant killer.
yeah,
And then that was Rey Mysterio's nickname from then on.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, do you know the story behind that whole thing? Like, Bischoff hated luchadors because
oh
he
yeah,
thought it was important that you could see their expressions.
yep,
And so
yep.
he wanted all the luchadors to lose their masks, and Ray was like, "I'm not losing my freaking mask." And
And
they were
then
like,
did.
"Yeah, yeah." Well, they were like, "If you lose your mask, you'll get the win back from Kevin, and you'll also beat Bam Bam Bigelow
Oh yeah,
and Big Show and all these huge wrestlers, and we'll give you a big push off of it." And
yep.
so that's why he agreed to lose the mask.
That's what
Um,
really got me too. Is Bam Bam continued the same gimmick after
yeah,
he left ECW. He just kept
yep.
letting the little guy, the littlest guy on
Let
the
the little
roster,
guys
beat
beat
him.
him.
I'm like, are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding me? It made sense when Taz beat Bigelow. It made
sure.
sense when Spike beat Bigelow. It made no
Right.
sense when Mysterio beat Bigelow.